Welcome, welcome. We are live. Oh my goodness. Do I have a speaker on? I did. All right. Welcome back to the stream. Happy Tuesday, I believe today is. Hope everyone out there is doing well. Today, we are going to jump right back into where we left off yesterday, which is just working on our style guide for our, just in Webflow, our Webflow style guide. And what we're going to want this for is we're going to want this for being a good start off point for any new website that we're going to create for any of our clients. So it's something that's really good to have. And if you do design or web stuff anyways, I highly recommend using a style guide or a good starting off point, because it means you don't have to start every single project from scratch, which is something that I've been doing, which takes up a whole lot of time. So we're going to keep building on this thing. And it doesn't even have to be that in-depth or that big, right? Like I know for me, like every time I have my headings, I always have to reset my headings to what I want them to be. Same with the paragraphs and the spacing and all that kind of stuff. But if we just have all those styles for the just main web elements, then it's just going to make our job just that much easier to get started with on a web project. Okay, stay put. Crazy thing. Okay, so. All right, a little bit of music. Okay. So, where did we start off from? You know what I think would be really good would be to essentially use the same fonts that I use. Oh, what's the name? Yeah, Articulate. Let's go to our fonts. Continue. Do I have... I don't know if I have a font set up for this one as it stands for this project. Oh, well, I could just use the same. I should just be able to use the same project. So let's go to the dashboard here. And that's this one here. And if I go to fonts, I do have some custom fonts, and this is all over the place. This is not even the right. Why does it do this every time? It switches fonts from like my old Adobe Fonts kit. It's really frustrating. Because now I know I'm gonna need a new token. This is so annoying. Let's see what I can do here. Hang on a moment. There we go. Okay, that's been updated, so hopefully that works. Okay, let's close that. We don't need that anymore. Okay. So where did we leave off? We're doing these utility things. And this should be like, if I do this, if I give this a bottom 2, Yep, it's working. Excellent. And I think, oh, it's not going to let me duplicate. Let me refresh. Oh, what's this? We are currently investigating the issue as it may impact your project. Some hosted sites may exhibit degraded performance. Webflow is not having a good couple days. I'll go bottom 3 here. And here, go 4. Four and then 5. Okay. Well, let's just put this. Actually, I don't know if I need to give it a class just to name it here. You just have this bottom margins. Let's rename this, or copy it and do top margins. Sorry, I'll try to zoom in a little bit here. That should be a little bit better. So top 0. See, like this is like tedious stuff, but then can you imagine having to do this every single time, right? Just to avoid all this tedious setup stuff. Top 3. Top 4. So okay, let's close that rich text. Okay, so I'm thinking, what am I thinking now? I'm thinking about font sizes and setting those up and having different font sizes. Now, so I don't really use this in projects, so this is where I'm a little bit hesitant because I don't like using a lot of class modifiers. Right. I mean, you have your regular text right here, which is 1em. Okay, so what we'll do is, yeah, let's create another little, let's actually do it right here. We'll just call this font sizes. This is extra large font size. Say extra large. Or should it just be XL? No, extra large. A little bit more descriptive. So regular font size is 1 EM. So extra large, we can say 2. And the height, something like this. What do we have at size? This is size 2, 1.25, 1.25, okay. So this is just going to be large, and we'll do 1.5. Dot X large. Dot large. And then I think we're just going to have small. Have, right. How much smaller should I go? Definitely not too small. And copy paste. Oh, you're not copying and paste. Why? See, don't like how keyboard shortcuts sometimes just stop working. Yes. Copy paste. So this is extra small. You are going to be 0. Should it be 0. That's like way too small. So small. And then extra small. X small. Whoop. Okay. I'll have to find a good place. Yeah. Okay. Right. That's taken care of. We'll have to do this in a nice, well, yeah, I have to lay everything out really nicely. Okay, let's go to the body. Oh, much better. Much better. What weights do I have? 4, 6, 7. You know, let me get one more here in the middle. Medium. Medium font size. I think this is going to work out really well for me whenever I get a team in place or what have you, because they're just going to be able to take this and just run with it. So I'm really happy about this and just doing this. This is going to work out really well. Well, I mean, I hope. Oh, excuse me. Oh, interesting. This is using a different font size. What's going on here? This one here, this H2. This H2 as well. Interesting. No, I must have hit it by accident. Yeah, because we don't want to set the font, because the font is going to be set. Yeah, the font is going to be set by the user, hopefully. Well, it will for us anyways, at the body style. Or the, like, yeah, this one right here. This body style, the body of all pages. That's where you set your default fonts. Okay. .5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, yeah. Keep things consistent. Okay. So we got headings. What else do we have that we can do? Buttons, buttons, buttons. Buttons will be one. Buttons will be one, but we'll also need to think about colors. And how do we do colors? There's so many different color themes out there. Like somebody will have, like say they'll have a two-tone color, right? Like blue is your primary and then orange as your secondary or your accent. So those would be like a two-color scheme, but there could be multiple different hues of the blue, right? So they just they get desaturated. Is hue the right word? Maybe just saturation is what I mean. Hues, I think, the shift in the color. Anyways, so yeah, so you think about somebody having like a dark blue and then it goes lighter, 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 80%, 60%, 40%, in terms of like opacity, what it looks like. So do we want to take into account all those different options or not? Because they're not just opacity differences. You don't want to get them transparent. You want them to be the actual color. I mean, you could have like primary 1, 2, 3. Let's see. I haven't even taken a look at what other people and how other people do their style guides, but that's okay. I know what's going to work for me. It might not be a bad thing to see. Excuse me, good practices. What other people are doing. Anyways, maybe we'll look at that later. Okay, so we got text. Get headings. Let's do colors. And actually, how do we want to? So how do we want to actually lay out the colors? Because the key is, so I want to design things. Like we're going to have to design the layout of these colors, right? But by doing that, we're going to have to apply classes to them. But I want to make sure I'm not going to use classes that will be similar to those that I might use in a project. I'm trying to think of a good example of what that would be like. Like if I'm just going to use a class of, I don't know, like column, for example, to lay out. No, that's not a good example. Jeez, you would think I should be able to come up with a good example of what I'm thinking about. Basically, whatever I'm going to use to lay out the colors and how they're going to be displayed, I don't want to use classes that are want to say too generic in a way that they might be used in another form. Like if you name something card, or if you name something, or even if you do name something column, that might be something that you might want to use in a project if it makes sense. So we don't want to take up those classes. So we're gonna have to come up with something that's unique enough to work just for this, but also that it's going to be like recognizable in terms of what it's actually doing in this style guide. Or alternatively, it could be something like where it's a grid column, where we could just have like grid 12, grid whatever, for different layouts. I rarely use grid layouts in a project, although maybe I should. It looks pretty nice. Like, let's see grid layout, like template. I've seen what's happening? Oh yeah, I need to pick. I've seen things like this where you lay out all these, see these blue, what are these, like 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 6. Yeah, so it's 12. And then you just kind of lay out your content based in these grids, right? So this nav would be like a 3-column grid, would be in 3 columns. Content would be in 9. Yeah, I mean, it does somehow seem sometimes a little bit more, seems a little more old school way of laying out websites. But then again, everything at some point has to be laid out in some pattern, some way, somehow. So, okay, so how are we going to do this? So we want to assign a class. Yeah. So like this class, for example, this will be like primary, right? So that's going to be the primary color. So, do we use it for like background now? Or like text? Because that could be the color, but the background, if it needs to have a background. Ooh. Ooh, this is a tough one. Well, this is a tough one. I feel we'll need one for both. So that's primary with the color there, right? So if we go to this style and we apply primary to it, that'll certainly work. But I think it should just be like primary text. guess so. And then we go. Oh, this one's going to be a little bit tricky. Primary, like background. Let me just think about this for a second. I think I need to, there's an FN Suite extension which allows you to like delete colors to your swatch. FN Suite Webflow extension. Let's just look. All right, extensions. Well, let's add this. Yeah, I trust these guys. Excellent. Let's pin this so I can always see it. So do I need to refresh this? There it is. Okay, excellent. All right, breakpoints. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Custom code. Oh, that's nice. You don't have to go into the what's it called? Into the settings, this page here for the custom code. Oh, this is just really nice. Why haven't I installed this before? Oh, I can reorder them. Can I delete them? Oh, cookie consent, yeah. Interactions. Oh, that's just kind of cool. Oh, that's really cool. All right. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, this is cool. So I can just add it straight from here. Super helpful. Excellent. But with swatches, still doesn't look like I can delete a swatch. Oh yeah, I can. I just hit here, hit delete. There we go. Look at that. Okay, so whoops. I didn't want to do that. Okay. So let's just go. am I? I'm not colors. Where's my colors? All right, there's nothing here. So let's... This is the primary color. To update the primary color, simply update the swatch, and it will update throughout the whole site. Right, because so primary color, well, let's just say let's just call it primary. Create that, and then whatever, this is the color. We're good. And yeah, so primary background. So what I want to do is I want to just create like a little square. All right, so well, maybe we could just do this. So we have it color swatch and say it is 2 by 2. And maybe we give it a slight border radius. But we want to give it primary background. Oh, but I didn't give it a color. Primary background. Well, it'd be primary, right? Okay. I mean, what can I do? Right, so that's the primary color. So now if I go to just the color swatch, or can I go in here? Let's see. Attributes, candies. This is just gonna allow me to reorder them. So, but if I go here to primary, and I guess, am I editing it? Now as I'm editing it. So if I just change this to something here, I hit save. Okay, that didn't update everywhere because it didn't update this swatch. And why not? Oh, because I think primary wasn't the actual swatch. I think that's why. So let's just try this for a second. Let's go here. Let's edit primary. Yeah, and you can see there, yeah, it's working. Let's give it a nice blue. Save that as primary. Good. And then you just reset. Well, I'm going to have any of these colors, use the swatch and edit the individual colors. Something like that. Okay. Primary color. I wonder. Hey, I'm just trying to think how I can best represent these. Okay. So individual color. I think what we'll do is we'll just give this one a class of primary text. Do I want to do that? No, we'll keep that. We'll keep it in here. And this is the swatch. Okay, we're gonna put this in a grid. Let's get 12. What the heck? Why is it giving me no space in between? Oh, there it goes. Weird. Okay, so that's grid 12. But I also want this just maybe center. Oh, it's not even aligning. Why not? Does this need to be interesting? Why is this not working? Oh, this is highly suspect. This is very suspect. None of this is working. Oh, there it goes. Oh, this is strange. Feel like the spacing is off here. Something to do with the layout. This is very strange. It's not showing the grid. Maybe it's... just for funsies. No. I want the individual grid. Okay, yeah, so that's centered. Okay, so that's working here. This individual color. We could center this one, which is, that's not justifying. Maybe it needs to be aligned in the middle. That's also not justifying. Why is that? It's this color swatch. Oh, that seems to be working. If we flex it. You know, let's go back to grid. Ah, no, that's fine. Okay. Oh, no, it's not letting me. Copy paste. Time for a refresh. Okay. So let's have secondary. Secondary text. Secondary background. We're going to do secondary background here. And let's just give this let's go with, I don't know. Nice color, maybe a green. More of a teal. There we go, something like this. So we're gonna call this secondary. We're gonna create. And then this here is secondary text, and we're gonna give that a color of secondary. And maybe we can say accent. So here we're going to say accent. And accent background. And let's get ourselves a color for our accent. I want a nice orange color to accent the blue. Maybe something like that. And whoop, what just happened? And we're going to call this accent. And that wasn't right at all. There we go. Okay. Accent, color, accent. I mean, I'm just picking colors here out of the blue. I mean, what's going to happen is the person's going to come into the color swatch. They're going to go to accent, and then they're just going to pick whatever color makes sense for them. Actually, the best way to do it would be to update these ones. Oh no, that should be the same. Oh, I didn't hit edit. I think that was my problem. Edit. Oh, why is it only updating the one now? If I update accent to be this color, why is this not updating? Did I not set it? Maybe I just didn't set it right. Let me make sure this is working. So secondary. Oh yeah, no, exit out of that. So I gotta edit. I gotta remember that it's got. Yeah, I gotta remember that it's edit. Okay, so cancel. So this isn't primary, or sorry, it's not accent. Just where the problem. Like it's gotta say accent, not just a color. Same with this. This should be background, so that should be primary. Yep. And this color here should be primary. Yeah. Okay. So that was my issue. So if I go here, edit accent, put it back to some kind of orange. There we go. And save. Perfect. These are horribly bad colors. Yeah. Okay. What else should we have? What's a good nomenclature? Like, I wonder if it makes sense to just have a whole... No. I was going to think of like having a whole collective of colors to choose from. That's just kind of annoying. You know, like crimson, you know, purple, blue, red, like turquoise, teal, like orange, like jello, all kinds of different things. Smoke, carbon, you know, steel, like all the different gray colors. I think what's going to make sense is to definitely choose the palette at the project level. So what could be, is there a good, let's see if I can think of this. Naming class for main color, secondary focus, fade, highlight, orange, red, blue. Yeah, I've done that sometimes. Yeah, I've done that too. Color primary. Neutral, light, lighter, lightest. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's interesting with font weights. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, a lot of people just put the actual colors. That's only 1,200 votes, but still. Color 1, color 2, yeah, that's bad. I think primary, secondary is going to be the way to go. And then primary light, primary dark. I like that. Primary light, primary dark. So let me just... dark. And then you could also have gray, gray light, gray dark. Or gray, I always have usually like a spectrum of gray, like 5 different options. Like for text. Okay. Should I spell out BG or is it good like this? Primary background. Or should there be dashes? I just want to be consistent. Consistency. What do I have? So the only place to look at and when I'm giving me a little bit of pause is where I have these classes like X large, large, small, extra small. Like it's XS, X dash X, extra small. So I'm almost thinking it should be right like this. Or I go primary background. Oh, rename. I rename everywhere. Primary background. Why didn't this rename everywhere? Weird. Probably because it's a combo class. Secondary background. Yeah. And then accent background. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll just plug away at this just for a little bit longer here before I have to sign off and take care of some client work. So let's say, let's copy and paste. Let's say this one's going to be primary light background, right? So let's go to the background. We want this one. Oh, but this is going to be light. Right, so primary light. Okay. Primary light background. And then this here should be primary light. Oh, wrong. Just primary light, which I don't have yet. So we're going to create it by using the primary light swatch. Excellent. And then primary dark. Primary dark background. And let's take a look. Primary dark. Create primary dark. Here. Ooh, primary text. Secondary text. Oh. Wait, what did I call this? This should be called accent text. And this should be primary light text. And this should be primary dark text, right? And use the primary dark swatch. And this swatch should be, it's just primary. So we want primary dark background. There we go. Okay, it's coming together. And then we're just gonna do the same thing for secondary, and we're gonna do the same thing for accent, and then we're gonna do the grays. Yeah, but we're gonna have to save that for tomorrow. We'll save that for tomorrow. We got well, a good, like, what else do we need to do? We gotta get the colors. We got the text. We got the paragraphs. I mean, there's form. Oh yeah, buttons. Buttons is gonna be the next thing. So let's put it into, I don't know if it's utility here. But we got to put the buttons in somewhere. Let's just call this buttons. I don't know if it belongs in utility or just like objects. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out, but it'll need to get done. Yeah, and then buttons could have the same colors, different colors. I think we can have the colors, which will, yeah, I mean, let me just see, look. So we have the button here. So if we put, oh geez, what if we put it like background, primary dark background. And what if we have the text as like accent text? And then we can have different things where like people can make their own combos, right? Well, do we want it to be combo or do we want it to be just something standard? Like regular button and hover. Oh no, not regular button, hover. But just button. And then like hollow, like a reverse button. And then you could switch it to whatever color you want, I guess. Using the styles. But it almost should be like a primary button and a secondary button. Yeah, maybe we'll design them so that you can see them. And then like the user can see them in the style guide. And then when the colors are updated, they'll be updated as well too. So a person can know kind of what's the primary, what's the secondary, etc. etc. Okay. Well, that's easy enough for us to do on another day, which that day will be tomorrow. Will we finish tomorrow? I don't know if we'll finish tomorrow. I think we'll probably want to take the rest of the week to finish the style guides and get a good template going. And yeah, I'll just go from there, I guess. Yeah, I like it. It's turning out good, and this is going to be very helpful. And if you like this, and if you like just want this, I don't know, I got to figure out where I can put it up, like on Webflow or something for people to just be able to download and just copy it or whatever. I think, yeah, if you want it, just let me know and I'll make sure to get it available. All right. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.